Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good evening, sports fans around this big, beautiful blue marble we call Earth in whatever city you may live in. Welcome to episode 116 of the VWU Sports Podcast. I am, of course, the owner and founder of the VWU Sports Podcast, the man who helped run this big bar, base of JB. You call me Jake the Snake, Jake, whatever. I'm being joined, as always, by my barkeeps, my boys, Brandon C. and Carter. And I'm being joined by one of our regulars, Jose, our other regular Hoosier man. He's probably somewhere sleeping in his hovel. I don't know. I don't care. But tonight we got a big night tonight, because we got a lot to talk about and a lot of things happening in the sports world that is this nutcase. But first, we're going to kick it off. We're going to head down to the hardwood. That is the NBA, because the NBA season is starting to wind down, but that doesn't mean the action has not been letting up. We're getting closer to the playoffs, boys.
Yes, we're going to, first of all, we're going to let Jacob get some oxygen.
Oh yeah, do.
Secondly, first of all, we announced that hold on, gentlemen. We announced that Karl Anthony Towns last week. We announced that he had surgery. But he had to have surgery. He had his surgery today.
Yes, indeed. Karl Anthony Towns will be out. He has had surgery on his left meniscus. It was a meniscus tear on his left knee. He's going to be out for a month at best. He'll be evaluated in about 4 weeks. So basically, he's going to be out. But if Minnesota keeps doing how they're doing, at best, he'll be back just in time for the first round of the Eastern Conference
quarterfinals. West.
I mean, the Western Conference quarterfinals. My apologies.
I think that this is a simple case of next man up, because you saw how Anthony Wiggins, I think it was Anthony Wiggins, who had a phenomenal game for the Timberwolves. So this is a simple case of next man up.
Basically, this is kind of a best case scenario for Karl Anthony Towns, because basically, with how loaded the talent is in the Twin Cities, basically Karl Anthony Towns can basically take some time to heal up on that meniscus tear and be able to get back in time for the playoffs and be, as I stated, locked, cocked, and ready to rock when they get to the first round.
Absolutely. So I mean, and
the guy you're talking about is Anthony Edwards.
Thank you, Brandon Anthony Edwards.
After the game, like you said, he was on fire.
25-7-7 is what he ended with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had 25 points, I think 7 rebounds and 5
assists. 7 assists.
7 assists. Oh wow.
And 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like I said, it's a simple case of next man up. Now, speaking of the Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert was fined $100,000 for making a money gesture at a referee.
That's funny. I actually found that hilarious.
Yeah, so he was fined.
Yeah, he was of the referee's history of taking bribes. I found that funny.
Mm-hmm.
I found that hilarious.
That's ironic.
I find that funny because, considering the fact of the NBA's bad history of crooked referees, the fact that Gobert gets fined $100K for just doing a little money grab, a little money gesture at him, I was like, I'll pay it. It was like, you want to pass? Heck.
Now,
it's funny you mentioned about last night's game. Anthony Davis, 27-25, 5-5.
Oh!
And this is the final stat on this one. Listen to this. This is the final stat for Anthony Davis. He ended the game with 27 points, 5 assists, 25 rebounds with 3 blocks and 7 steals.
Damn, man. The
Boards.
Well, hey, you can't help but to be impressed, especially with LeBron being out. So.
Yeah, Anthony Davis is putting AD is putting up the work in for the purple and gold.
Yeah, and that's what everybody else is expecting out of Anthony Davis. We know he's good. It's just that he needs to be more consistent.
That's what I always say. Consistency brings championships. Sure, you can be great, but if you can be great on a consistent basis, you'll be bringing in rings.
Now, also, gentlemen,
I do want to point this out.
Go ahead.
For Anthony Davis, he's only won one ring, and that's in the pandemic era. So can he win one
ring
outside of it?
Okay,
that's a good question.
This is something that might be something that can help galvanize him, considering the fact that LA right now, if I take a look at the standings in the Western Conference, is in 9th place, going into possibly have a chance to play in the play-in game, but.
Yes.
Considering how close the Western Conference is, that could change.
Take a look at this slaughter fest.
Yeah, look at the Western Conference. It is literally like you can feel it on the back of your neck. How close that is. Okay.
Hello there, Walter Scott.
Well, here's the thing, and as tough as the top half is going, the bottom half of that conference is really, really, really battling out with each other.
Yeah, take a look at how it is in the bottom half. Take a look at this. The Lakers are literally 1.5 games behind Sacramento and Dallas, and they're literally 2.5 behind Phoenix for the 6th seed. Okay, so basically they are in the right time. They can have the right time to really to light a fire and get a chance to get out of the play-in tournament and get the 6th seed and sneak in out of and steal it from Phoenix's grasp. And right now they're on.
But you know what's so funny?
Going in today.
What's that, Jose Miguel?
I did not expect the Clippers to be this good.
Yeah, the Clippers right now. Here's the thing. Even though they are in 4th place in the Western Conference, look how close the Western Conference is. They are literally 3.5 games behind Oklahoma City. Okay?
This is a lockdown of the Northwest. I mean, look at it. OKC, Denver, and Minnesota.
It is they are literally breathing down the Northwest by just a couple of games. Okay?
Well, let me bring this up, gentlemen, because out east, Boston pretty much has the conference in cruise control.
But that does not mean that that places 4 through 8 can't make any noise because they already did.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, Boston is holding the round of the East. Milwaukee and Cleveland are starting to close in on the distance. Milwaukee is just 8.5 games right behind Boston. Cleveland by a game. But as Brandon put up, look at 4th through 8th. Okay, they are literally in half a game increments. Okay, that is literally
scary.
Close. Those seeds are in the Eastern Conference right there. Sure, they are way behind for the 3 seed, but 4 through 8, they are literally at each other's throats. Okay,
that's terrifying.
It is, right?
Now I do want to point out that we do have. I do want to point out we have 2 eliminations, that being Washington and San Antonio. So, boys, come over here. You're right. Put your heads down and
beat it.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, thank you for coming. You have yourselves. Thank you for coming. See you guys next season. Goodbye.
Yep. Yeah. Also, Detroit, why aren't you eliminated?
Sometimes they're gonna get eliminated soon. They're get eliminated soon.
Fewer fumes. I'm seeing gas and oil on the streets. I'm seeing water. I'm seeing steam coming out. Why are you still here?
Yeah. Don't worry. Detroit will be eliminated soon. Their time will come.
We'll be able to put down the tank.
We'll make sure to have axes sharpened and the shotguns loaded. But anyway.
Yeah. We have 7 games.
Okay.
Tonight.
I'll take a look at the game. here tonight, and aside from one game, from a couple games, you are literally full for choice on some great NBA action here tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
Except for the Wizards and Grizzlies.
And it all starts off at the Garden as the Sixers go into the Mecca to play against the Knicks.
Hold on, Jacob.
Because
Hold on, gentlemen. Because if you look at this game, first of all, you gotta wonder what's going on with Philadelphia. I mean, how much longer are they going to before it get to the point to where they themselves gonna have to be in the play-in tournament? Because as you saw in the standings, they're in the mix, but they got to be on the lookout because Miami's behind them. They're catching up. I'm trying to think who else is also behind Philadelphia, but they're catching up.
No,
so Philadelphia do some quick.
The Pacers are catching up to them. The Miami's catching up to them.
Miami's catching up to them, and yeah, it's just
basically,
Indiana and Miami.
If they're not sweating right now, I'd be calling them a bull-faced liar. Meanwhile, New York, if they get a win here tonight, they're basically having a chance to
they're getting a little bit of a breather, but they better not sleep on the other teams.
Yeah.
I mean, they could lock up the 4th seed if they win, maybe.
Well, we got a long way to go before we start locking up positions.
We still
That's true.
A long way to go. Speaking of Indiana that we talked about, look at this. They're heading down to OKC to play against the Thunder.
That's going to be a game you want to keep an eye out on.
Okay, I got a question. How many here thought that the Thunder was going to be this good this quick?
Nah. For a quick rebound.
Well,
ridiculous.
Well, how many times do I have to say this? How many times do I have to say this on the podcast when it comes to catching fire this quickly? How many times? Because y'all know this rule by now.
Well, I mean, who's to say they could?
Y'all know this rule by now. Don't catch fire too quickly.
They could stay hard.
But I'm just saying.
Yo! I got some big news from one of our insiders.
What's up?
Yo, big news from my boy Matt. This is coming in from the G League. The LA Clippers have announced that their G League team, the Ontario Clippers, will be relocating to Oceanside, California, and they're going to be the original Clippers. They're going to be known forever on as the San Diego Clippers and be playing at the brand new Font Wave Arena for next
season. Okay.
You know something? I just want to say that
so they're bringing back their old name as a G League team. Okay.
Yeah, they're paying homage to their original team. The Ontario Clippers is paying homage to the original Clippers. Next season, 2024-2025, will be the return of the San Diego Clippers in the G League. I feel like that is a beautiful way to homage to the original Clippers. Well done there, Steve Ballmer.
Let me just say this here now, because like you guys said, that was the original name. When the team was relocating from Buffalo, and they were the Buffalo Braves, and they moved to San Diego, and they became the San Diego Clippers. I mean, this is perfect.
This is awesome. Steve Ballmer is making some big moves, and they are the right moves right here, because not only is the LA Clippers, not only are they playing hot this year, but now they're going to be moving into Inglewood, becoming no longer LA's big, but now finally going to be their own team. Now their G League team is going to be in Fontenot, going to be now known as their original team name. It's going to be amazing, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And look at that! They're going to be honoring. They're going to be actually using their original team color, team logo, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that!
Now that's awesome.
Jose Miguel, what do you got to say about this?
It's interesting. I'll put it that way to you.
Ballmer, I tip my hat to you. You are earning my respect, my good man.
And that is saying something. That is saying something indeed.
Ballmer is earning the respect of the NBA.
And it's a good thing too. And it's a good thing too that you mentioned about the Clippers, because in one of the main event slot, the Clippers is going to be playing host to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh,
now you basically got
this game
choice, because you got the Timberwolves and the Clippers playing tonight at the Staples Center on TNT. But also tonight
You will
slut.
die
What
on
the
that
fuck?
hill. That's a given, Jacob.
I am staying on that hill, and I don't give a damn. Anyways, but also tonight, this is also a
You will
good game.
die on that hill, is what I said.
The Milwaukee Bucks are heading over to the Golden One Center to take on the Sacramento Kings.
That's gonna be a good one.
You got two good games in the main event slot. So basically, you are literally at a tough choice unless you got two TVs and you are channel surfing like the Monday Night Wars.
Well, one is gonna be on TNT.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. The Timberwolves and the Clippers gonna be on TNT. I don't know who's gonna carry the Bucks and the Kings games.
Sports. So basically, if you got Peacock, you're good.
Let's go ahead and just bring up the rest of the games just for clarification. We do got the Wizards and the Grizzlies tonight.
Number one ranked.
I know nobody cares. I understand. We got the Rockets and the Spurs tonight.
No thanks.
Love the Tanks.
Yep, and also we got the Celtics and the Jazz tonight.
Expect a blowout from the Celtics, but at the same time, don't sleep on the Jazz. I mean, yes, they're rebuilding in a sense, but they're known to be a bit of a threat.
Expect the unexpected. That's what I will say. Expect the unexpected.
Something tells me that line came from the backyardigans.
Damn it.
But anyway,
that the creator of the Backyardigans sadly passed away not too long ago. I feel like it was a nice tribute.
Let's go ahead and shift from the NBA to the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NHL, because as we stated, the NHL is nearing closer and closer. We are now halfway through March. We are now.
Hold on, Jacob, because I got some news that you are not going to believe.
Oh,
An Atlanta group has formally
I gotta hear this.
An expansion team from the NHL.
Are they trying this again? Are you serious?
What are we doing?
Why? Are you not learned
Wait,
from the Flames and the Thrashers? Why?
What happened?
Why do this again for the third time? We tried this twice.
An Atlanta sports group is formally requesting the NHL to give them an expansion team.
Hey, get the Coyotes. Get the Coyotes. It'll play well with the Falcons.
Let me explain the story. The Alpharetta, that's the name. The Alpharetta Sports and Entertainment Group. By the way, you can read the story on ESPN. The Alpharetta Sports and Entertainment Group, fronted by former NHL player Anson Carter, have formally requested that the NHL commence with an expansion process aimed at bringing a franchise to the greater Atlanta area for a third time.
Oh my God.
Why?
Atlanta, of course, we know Atlanta was previously home to the Flames before they relocated to Calgary, and the Thrashers, who moved to Winnipeg. The announcement published on Tuesday by Sportsnet states that the group is seeking an NHL team for a new arena designed by architect Frank Gehry that will be a part of a larger development at the North Point Mall site in Alpharetta, located around 30 minutes from where the Thrashers used to play. I have no doubt that
State Farm Arena.
Yeah, I have no doubt that the best league in the world will thrive in its return to Metro Atlanta. Said currently an analyst for TNT Broadcast in a statement. I have been in dialogue with NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman since 2019 about an expansion team returning to the Fulton County Metro Atlanta market, knowing that franchise decisions are exclusively decided by the NHL Board of Governors. Let me stop right there for a second, because
Jacob's about to blow a
like
gasket.
you guys brought up,
God, this is so stupid.
As you guys brought up, we have seen this before. We have seen the same old movie with 2 sequels, and now they want to make a trilogy out of it.
It's like that Motley Crue song. This is the same old song and dance.
I think that also. Let me bring this up. And I know Anson Carter means well, but that's just one problem. Not too many cities get a third opportunity at getting the franchise and making it work.
And can I point this out to you, my our good buddy here who wants to bring the team back? Do you know why it didn't work the last 2 times that the NHL tried to work in the Southeast?
Why?
Simple enough. It's simple enough. Even though Atlanta is a good sports market, and there are many good examples of it working. I mean, the Hawks have been staying there. The Falcons have stayed there. The Braves have stayed there. But NHL hockey in the Southeast, unless your names are the Panthers and the Lightning, who have been having some good luck, that ain't gonna happen.
Well, hold on,
Unless
Jacob.
you get the Coyotes.
Well, hold on for a second, because the only reason why the Thrashers failed in Atlanta, simply put, bad ownership, because the owners cared more about the Hawks than they did about the Thrashers.
What about the Flames? How they failed and went up to Calgary?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the Flames, but the Thrashers, they're the ones that moved up to Winnipeg and became the Jets.
And but still, look, if you want it to work, and hopefully if it does work, congratulations nonetheless, because here's the thing, hockey in the Southeast can work. I mean, take a look at this. My state of Louisiana finally got a hockey team back in Baton Rouge for the ECHL when we got our team back. It's not known as the Kingfish anymore. We're now known as the Zydeco's, because the Kingfish went to Florida, became known as the Everglades. But we got the team back, and we've been wanting to have a team back for decades. You know, it's just that you got to remember that hockey in the Southeast rarely works because the Southeast is kind of a weird bag. Okay. So
I know. Hold on, Jacob. I know Gary Bettman wants to make hockey work in the Sun Belt. I mean, I can understand that. You know, that's how we have hockey teams in Dallas and Florida and Tampa Bay. They work well. They're non-traditional NHL markets. However, we're pretty much seeing what's going on with Arizona. And tell you, some markets work very, very well, and some markets you need to stay away from.
You're smart, and hopefully you are. Take the from Dallas, Tampa, and Florida, and use those, and heed the warnings of Arizona.
Now, like I said, also let's not forget, hockey's working. It's all right, working well in Nashville.
Yeah, and also learn from Nashville, because Smashville has been a thriving market there because they've learned from their communities. You know, they got like local bands played there, local music. They listen to their community, so learn, listen. Okay,
and you also notice that each team represents their market and supports their market wholeheartedly. For example, now we brought this up before. Carolina, and you see every time in Carolina, when the game is over, they win the game. They always do a storm surge. I mean, and you usually see that on YouTube and Twitter. Every time after hurricanes, when they do a storm surge, and most of the folks in the NHL didn't like it. I know last year, NHL commentator Don Cherry called them a bunch of jerks, but
and they ran with it.
But some markets work well, some doesn't. And I know Utah has thrown their name into the hat and trying to get an expansion team.
It could work. Colorado has been thriving on there. They're three-time Stanley Cup champions, and it's been working since. So I think Utah could be a good spot as well. Hell, if Arizona goes to Texas, Houston could be a thriving market because they can learn from the history of Dallas and run it from there.
Absolutely. Now, moving on, because I got a story. I got another story. Matt Rempe.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah, he's getting a 4-game suspension.
What'd he do?
He elbowed
the head.
Rebels defender by the name of Jonas Seigenthaler.
Ooh, look. no. Okay, here's the thing. Elbowing is a bad offense. Normally, when you do an elbow in the NHL, you get a 2-minute penalty. But if you do it with force, that's a game misconduct, and you're out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's getting a 4-game suspension, and this happened last night against the New Jersey Devils.
Ooh, yeah, dude. There's time and a place to throw in some grit, and that wasn't the time, and that wasn't the place.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
Now
so
it said that they're going to be missing the games against Carolina, Tampa, Pittsburgh, and then the Islanders. And it said that it'll be available Tuesday night against Winnipeg.
Oh, I do have a news story about this. Apparently, the NHL is going to be announcing a brand new company that's going to be making the sweaters for the NHL teams coming up soon. And it's going to be Fanatics. Fanatics is now going to be expanding from not only the MLB but the NHL as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Fanatics is going to be now.
Did we not see what happened in baseball?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Unfortunately, they didn't heed the sirens call for what happened in the MLB.
Oh.
But now,
you know what? I honestly, I really hope that that Fanatics does not make the NHL jersey see-through.
No, from what we've been hearing, they're not going to be taking over the making of the jerseys. They're just going to be putting the logos on because the jerseys are making from the same company, but they made from it's just going to be the sponsor. They're just going to be the design, but the people who make them, it's just going to be from the same company that's been doing it for nearly a century. Okay, they're just going to be running. They're just going to be one who makes the designs and just putting their patch on the sweaters.
Yeah. Okay, then I can go along with that.
Get some games.
Yeah, because we got some big, and I mean big games.
I'm looking at the games here tonight, and I can tell you this much: aside from a few games, and there are literally just a few, I am seeing nothing but heavy hitters.
Oh yeah, it's and I just mentioned one of the games, and it starts at 7, and this is just one of the 4 games that Matt Rempe is going to be out for, and it's the New York Rangers going down to Raleigh to go against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
Hold on, Brandon. You got to let Jacob do it.
Yeah. Oh, let me do it for you.
There it is.
There we go.
Yep, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be coming up. Puck drop in about 30 minutes over in Raleigh. Basically, this is a big game in the Eastern Conference because Carolina is just behind New York by 4 points in the Eastern Conference.
Oh yeah.
In the Eastern Conference. So basically, Carolina needs this win to ease up on New York for the 3rd seed.
I just want to point this out that they're like a few points behind New York in that Metro division. The Hurricanes, they got Lemieux, so which they always signed them to a 1-year. They always signed them to a 1-year agreement, bringing out Hoosier.
Okay. So hey, Hoosier man, how was your nap?
I think that obviously. Let me go ahead. Let's. He's eating right now.
Ass. Let's get back to. Actually, you know what? Before we move on to the NHL,
and now he's muted because we can't hear. He said.
Yeah, we can't hear him. Anyways, Cody, what's your reaction to the fact that the Pacers have a chance to get out of the play-in tournament and move into the first round with how tight the Eastern Conference is through 4 through 8, depending on if we can actually hear them.
We still can't hear you.
Wait.
Sorry. I used the headset for something last night, so sorry about that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Cody, what's your reaction to the fact that the Pacers are literally within arm's reach of possibly getting out of the play-in tournament seeds?
Could have
Who are they
waited
fighting
until he
tonight?
gets through eating.
Anyways,
Who are they fighting?
well,
They're playing
they're
Why don't
tonight
you
against
have the monkeys?
OKC.
Huh?
facing off against OKC tonight.
Oh, that's gonna be a tough as hell matchup. Oh shit. The OKC have been dominant this season. And also, I want to point this out from last night's matchup on Mondays. Detroit Pistons actually fucking won a game.
Shocking.
They
And
beat the
Yeah,
Charlotte
now.
Hornets.
Yeah,
congratulations.
nobody cares.
All right.
Yeah, that was a tank. That's a tank bull I pointed out.
Getting
Yeah.
back. All right. Now we got Hoosier Man up to date. Anyways, let's get back to the NHL. Now,
Finally.
thank you. Anyways, keeping up with the NHL here. Let's keep up with the 7:00 games. Detroit has a big game here tonight. They need this win to possibly move up in the Eastern Conference as they're going up to Buffalo to take on the Sabres. So they need this.
Yeah, that's at the KeyBank Center.
Yeah,
Well, hold on, Jacob, because I think one of the things to consider, Detroit is ahead in the got one of those last wild card spots in the Eastern Conference.
They are literally nipping at the heels at both Tampa Bay and Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Detroit, they got one. They at least they're tied with one of the last playoff spots because you got the Islanders charging, and Buffalo, they're not that far behind them. They're only 7 points behind.
Yeah. So basically, this is must win for both Detroit and Buffalo. And lest we forget, Detroit needs Philadelphia to bite the bullet here tonight as well because they're playing at home at the Wells Fargo Center against the San Francisco Sharks.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, let me just refresh everybody's memory once more that the NHL playoff structure is completely different from the NBA's playoff structure because they take the top 3 teams from each division. They get the playoffs, and then the last 2 playoff spots, they're wild cards.
Yep.
So
those are your top 8 right there. So basically, you better be good.
Yeah. Now, also tonight, if you're into this kind of game, well, more power to you. We got the Blue Jackets and the Canadiens tonight.
So basically it's the Vagabond versus whatever's left of Columbus.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're into torture, this game is for you.
Yeah. If you like that kind of
Yay.
torture, suits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be happening. Le Son Trabel at a puck drop in about 30 minutes. Also, a puck drop about 30 minutes. If you like that kind as well, Pittsburgh and Ottawa can help you out with that.
Oh God, oh dear. Unit Tree made a video about the Pittsburgh Penguins a couple days ago. I mean, yeesh. I mean, I never thought that the Penguins were gonna be hitting the wall this quick.
Hitting the wall.
In the wall at this point with a phase shifter.
Now, anyways, we got a big game coming up at 8:00 in Big D.
Hold on, you're skipping the game. Even though if you want to see it, more power to you. We got the San Jose Sharks and the Philadelphia Flyers.
I talked about that. What are you on about? You must have not heard me. I talked about that when I was talking about Detroit and Buffalo.
Well, you didn't bring up
better if you didn't talk about it, honestly.
Game.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Anyways, coming up at 8:00. Well, this game you might want to clamp an eyeball on over at the American Airlines Center in Big D. You got Dallas going head to head with Florida. This could be a game because Dallas can really like to stick a knife into the Panthers because Panthers may have gotten the top slot in the East, but Boston is literally breathing down their neck by 1 point.
Yeah, so keep a close eye on that game. It's gonna be a good one. We also have coming up tonight. Well, if you're a big fan, more power to you. We got the Arizona Coyotes doing battle against the Minnesota Wild.
Well, the good news here for Coyotes fans, you don't have to worry about seeing 5,000 fans at your stadium.
Well, this game is in Minnesota, so
exactly.
So and also, later on, get those tanks. We got the Anaheim Ducks and the Chicago Blackhawks.
Do we really need to go into that, or can we just move on?
Move on.
Exactly. Anyways, coming up at 9 o'clock. Coming up at 9 o'clock, the Avalanche will be heading up to Flames country to take on the Calgary Flames.
Oh yeah, in Alberta. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's gonna be good.
And at the event slot, 10 o'clock, we got the Golden Knights playing against the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah,
This
Pacific rivalry between the reigning champs and the expansion team and the latest expansion boys.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, right? They fought 2 other times, if I'm correct. First in week 1, and in the stadium, Winter Classic, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both times actually.
So can the Kraken? So here's the thing: can the Kraken make it 3 times in a row, or can the the Knights can make it 3rd time's the charm, or will the Kraken break that streak?
And can it be 3rd time lucky for the Knights, or can the Kraken go 3 for 3 against the reigning champs?
Good question.
Yeah, because that's gonna because if they can go 3 for 3 against the reigning champions, ooh,
yeah, we're looking at a really, really good contender for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Not the championship, just the playoffs.
And so far, as stated in the East, it is basically turning into a dogfight in the East. Basically, Florida's taking the top slot in the East, but as stated, Boston is nipping at their heels, basically breathing down their neck by a point with 91. The Rangers is catching up to them as well by 4, but Carolina's right behind them as well by 4, and Toronto is catching up, is right behind them as well, with Tampa Bay, Philly, and Detroit nipping at their heels.
Mm-hmm.
And also, don't forget the Islanders as well. And lest we forget I'm shocked to say this: the Capitals, the Devils, and the Sabres. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Pittsburgh, they're not that far out, but when you lose 3 straight in a row, you pretty much doing your chores.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's look at the conference here, shall we?
Meanwhile, in the West,
well, Vancouver, they're still ahead, but don't sleep on Dallas and Winnipeg.
Because Dallas, Winnipeg, Colorado, Edmonton, Nashville, LA, Vegas, St. Louis, Minnesota, Seattle, and Calgary is all coming for them.
Mm-hmm. And as for Arizona, Chicago, Anaheim, and San Jose, well, they already pretty much gotten their
getting their back. They're golf.
Yep.
Ready?
All right, Chicago, come over here. Put your head on this little wood board here. All right, now hold still. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the Blackhawks, they're not going to the playoffs this year, and keep that sword sharp because San Jose's next.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind pulling a shark.
And we'll put you up there. We'll have it next for you. Anyways,
thank you.
Yeah, but safe to say, like we kind of knew this was going to happen, but we expected this was going to happen. Basically, this is what we like to see when we're getting playoff pushes. We want this kind of we want this kind of action. No lock-ins, not yet at least. And you got 18, and you got little half a month to go. Everybody's ready. Everybody's locking and loading. They're putting in, I'll see it, armor-piercing rounds getting into those clips.
And in the words of Urinating Tree, this is not like a typical old school type of hockey. But if it keeps up like this, good God.
This is old school smash mouth, put down the gloves, and knuckle up type hockey right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is literally gloves off.
This is gloves.
Right,
this is gloves off, knock them down, chiclets flying everywhere.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's shift focus and head on out to the Diamond. Got some news coming in.
Going on in the world of the MLB as we are now going deep into the world of spring training as we are getting ready and set for the 2024 MLB season. Believe.
Hold on, Jacob, because I have some injury news to report. First and foremost, Garrett Cole. He's going to miss the opening day game. He's dealing with an unspecified elbow injury.
That's not good. That could be Tommy John right there.
Yeah, so he underwent an MRI on his right elbow yesterday. Yankees manager Aaron Boone told reporters that Cole will have more testing today. He said a prognosis is not imminent. It's probably going to be a couple of days until everybody weighs in on it, Boone said. Now, not to mention the fact that he's not the only one the Yankees are having a problem with. Aaron Judge also had an MRI on his abdominal. And they said that it came back clean.
It's gonna be a few days for him. So.
Mm-hmm. And also, Dell Strawberry is recovering after suffering a heart attack.
And speaking of the Mets here, I've been hearing the rumors that they are interested in getting a real designated hitter in JD Martinez.
Yeah, JD. Yeah, they got some interest in JD Martinez, but it's not only just JD Martinez. They've also been thinking about getting JD Davis as well.
Well, speaking of Davis, they probably might have a good chance of getting him because he was released by the San Francisco Giants.
So basically, they might have a chance to get not only Martinez but Davis as well.
Yeah, here's the story, and this is from ESPN.
Davis was a Met before.
Here's the story. This is from ESPN. It says third baseman J.D. Davis was released by the San Francisco Giants on Monday after he beat the team last month in salary arbitration and will get just over $1.4 million in termination pay rather than a $6.9 million salary.
I think it's like they got Matt Chapman. It's like they don't understand why they have him in the first place. So JD Davis, he could possibly go back home in the Mets.
And with how the Mets have been wheeling and dealing so far this offseason,
Watch it all go down the fucking drain.
Of the boys in over in Queens, something's going on over there.
Man, I'm just waiting for all that money to go down the fucking drain. I'm sorry.
Also,
the team you should be more focused on that could possibly go down the drain is the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Well, that's only because of the coach. All that talent is really good.
Yeah,
it's just their coach I have a problem with.
Now, also, let me bring this up, gentlemen. Lucas Giolito, thank you. He's going to undergo a right elbow surgery today. It's going to end. Boy, his season's over before he even got started.
No!
Man down.
Yes.
Anyways.
Yes, his season's over before he even got started.
You ain't no Wobbies. Keep eating, boy.
Yeah, that is not good. That is not good for Boston. That is not good at all.
What's also not good is that the Blue Jays, I think they might start becoming a playoff team, if not already. I hear that they got Joey Votto as an invitee, and there's a big possibility that he may join up as a Blue Jay.
I don't think. Well, here's the thing, right? Because it depends if they can go to the playoffs. Because sure they can, but once they do, can they turn up the gasoline?
We have a long way to go before we get to October.
Yeah,
that is very true.
I'm just saying. But think about this for a moment. They got, obviously, as you know, they're generational, the Blue Jays, with Kevon Biggio, Bo Bichette, Vladdy Jr., who's actually on the cover
of the show 24. And
exactly.
Coming out next week, mind you, on PlayStation and Xbox.
But I'm actually getting the one that's going to be out earlier, which is
you got the pre-order?
Yeah.
Nice.
The Nico League edition.
Nice. But nonetheless, but with the Blue Jays trying to get with all that talent they got, if they can actually make that engine work properly, and they know what they're doing, by the time they get to October and it gets to October, provided that they don't get wrecked, they might be doing something. They might have something. Okay, but we got to wait and see, because remember, we're still in spring training. Opening day is not here yet.
But when you see the roster, you gotta ask this: how much of a threat would the Blue Jays be with the roster they have? Like,
because here's the thing, Votto.
Be honest on that.
Votto is a journeyman, but he's a good journeyman. Okay, sure, he's got some.
He's not a journeyman. he's been a lot of time in Cincinnati as a Red.
True,
Mhm.
but he still may have lost some tread on those on those arms, but he can still bring it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
That's
so
true.
so
That's true.
so safe to say, if the Blue Jays get him, they might have
They
some.
did.
The question is, will he make the main roster? So I
That's
think pretty sure. I think they got him down in the minors right now.
Big chance Carter. Votto is going to be making it to the roster.
we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see.
All
So,
right, let's go ahead and shift focus, gentlemen. We're going
well,
back to the hardwood, but we're going to college.
College and Jose Miguel.
well,
Wait. Wait.
Everybody slow down, boy.
Yeah. Let's deal with the
before we
men
get to
first.
the ladies,
All
let's
right.
start with the men, because the men's side today is start of conference week.
Yes.
Because
that is the first step of
started
heading
off-
into the big dance.
That's
of
right, the
March
regular season.
Madness.
We are now entered the postseason, which means tonight, starting today, we have started the conference tournaments, which means everybody's conferences is doing their tournaments to figure out who is going to be having their instant tickets punched to the road to Phoenix.
Absolutely. Now we only got one game concerning the top 25 tonight. That's because we got Gonzaga and St. Mary's playing for the West Coast Championship game tonight.
Yeah, they are playing for the West Coast Conference title. That is tonight at 9 o'clock. But but that doesn't mean that your conference is still doing their tournaments. I suggest if you're a fan of your conference, I suggest you search up your conference brackets and see what has been going on today, because you might have missed out, but you might have not. You better go take a look.
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, we got the ACC tournament. They've already going on the way. In fact, this game is about to get ready to be a final. NC State's about to beat Louisville 92-82 in the first round of that tournament.
Yeah. There's an OT happen. There's an OT final that happened in the Atlantic 10, and it's on the side of FOR. What the hell is it? Oh yeah, Fordham.
Florida beat it. Davidson 71-63 in overtime. Nice job, Rams. If I take a look at at me and Carter's conference, if I can get it loaded up, there we go.
The SEC, I think they start theirs tomorrow.
No, actually, they started today. Actually.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they started today. Actually, here we go. Southeastern Conference. Here we go. Once it gets loaded. Oh no! I thought they did it today. Actually, you're right. It was tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think they got the bottom 4 teams in the SEC. They're gonna do battle.
Yeah. Starting tomorrow. Will be the first round, and then now Thursday is the second round of the game. Second round of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that your Ole Miss Rebels got the 10 seed. My Tigers got the 8 seed.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be facing off against the Bulldogs on Thursday at noon.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. So tomorrow, we're gonna have Missouri and Georgia. They're gonna be playing in the first round of the tournament tomorrow the SEC tournament tomorrow.
And then tomorrow at 7 o'clock will be Vanderbilt facing off against Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Heavy.
Yeah, I bet first one tell you. First of all, let me just say this right now about Missouri. Boy, I'm thinking they're just hoping this season just ends, because they went 0-18 in the SEC.
That just hurts. To go winless in the conference.
Miguel, what's your reaction about that?
It's just the fact that to go winless in your conference, that just hurts. It just
what
hurts.
team are we talking about?
Missouri
0-18, the SEC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, y'all talked about it being full of AKs and knives and all that shit, becoming a Vietnam War battlefield. So I don't know what the excuse is.
Oh boy. Oh.
Jesus Christ! It's like coming in there with a dull Bowie knife.
Hey.
Yep.
Well,
they came in with a pencil and then a pump full of lead. Anyways.
Yes. Now also going on, going back to today, with all these games going on, We got the Atlantic 10, Fatima, St. Louis, and Rhode Island. That's pretty much turned to a dogfight.
It is.
You know, so that's something to keep an eye on. That's something to keep a very close
I
eye
do have
on.
a final for Cody that will make him happy.
What?
Notre
So what would that
Dame.
be?
Notre
That
Dame
be?
beat Georgia Tech in the ACC tourney at the Capital One
Heck
Arena,
yeah,
84-80.
motherfuckers! Let's go.
Hey, nice job, your boy. Your Fighting Irish advances in the ACC tournament. Nice.
Now, also in the Big 12 conference tournament, Cincinnati beat West Virginia.
Yes, I have the munchies, but this is a mint chocolate shake.
Yeah,
Still, it's a
Cincinnati beat.
monkey.
Yeah, that's what I said. Cincinnati beat West Virginia 90-85 in the Big 12 conference tournament.
I also got a
UCL.
Yeah, coming up, we have another ACC tournament matchup. It's Boston College going up against the Hurricanes of Miami.
Nice. All right.
Already.
All right. I think we're gonna take a little. I think we're gonna dip on that because if we try to go down the most of the major stuff, we're gonna be here all night. But but like we said, if you want to take a look at where your teams is doing, we highly suggest searching up your team's conference tournaments and looking up there because you'll get some big help from ESPN, CBS Sports, and all them. They will know where you're going to be, what time is going to play, or they've already played, what the scores are, and where to watch them. So basically, you're going to be on set. You're going to be there, ready to go, and everything else because
They're spoiled for choice, basically.
And also, is it that time already?
Yeah,
I think it is because on the women's side, they just finished their conference tournaments. We already got their conference champions, and they're getting ready for Selection Sunday. But unfortunately, for one conference before they finished, well,
let's just say the fists have gone flying.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a kerfuffle.
Yeah, so Jacob, you might as well just go ahead and put out our warning.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, because ladies and gentlemen, in the Southeastern Conference Women's Tournament Final, we had the rematch: LSU versus South Carolina. And unfortunately, in the tail end of that game, well, emotions got boiled over.
In more ways than one. Watch.
Yep. Yeah, so before we show the video, I'm going to say this now. Remember, we are getting this off of YouTube. We're using fair use, and we are not going to use the audio because we don't want to get sick. We don't want to get copyright stricken. And stricken. If you want to find a video, go for and watch it yourselves, please do. But for the love of God, YouTube, please don't ban us. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the fight. Yeah, it got bad. Oh, it got bad.
Yeah.
Like I said, to say that that emotions boiled over would be the understatement of the year.
I just want to say something because first and foremost, the first thing that when I saw this, I said to myself, I didn't know Women of Wrestling was in town.
Oh God!
I mean, first of all, I said to myself, this is ridiculous. I mean, and as we brought up, emotions they did boil over.
Yeah, because this was the much anticipated rematch between South Carolina and LSU, and it was bad. It was bad, so bad that that not only suspensions were being thrown out for both LSU and South Carolina, but believe it or not, here's how it happened. Okay, started from there.
I was going to mention one other thing.
Then there was a big ass shove, and then
yeah, I was about to say, fact have been, I believe, yep, that's the shove,
and then hell broke loose.
Yeah, because I think her brother jumped out from the stand, jumped up from the stands to get on the
That's exactly what happened, and I think he got arrested for it.
He did.
Started throwing words, and which led to him getting arrested on the spot.
Hey, Jacob, I I don't want to be the one who says this, but do we have a new Malice in the palace?
Oh my God.
Am I Wando? Am I Wando?
Cody, get the hell out of here.
Am I Wando?
Here's the thing.
You're not.
Here's the thing because
safe to say the NCAA dropped the hammer.
First you said
on
it's
both
best
South
for us.
first and foremost, hold on, gentlemen. First and foremost, the official this game was delayed about 10 or 15 minutes as they was trying to bring some peace and order back to the game. Both benches were ejected.
And they had the classic 5-on-5 pick 'em up basketball just to finish off that game.
Now here's also the thing. Per NCAA rule, unless they change their minds otherwise, the benches that were ejected, they're not going to play in the first round of the NCAA women's tournament.
Well, yeah, and funny, but they did, and it was not fun for both teams, and safe to say, both LSU and South Carolina is going to be shorthanded in the tournament.
Very.
Yeah, because so here's the thing. South Carolina, they're only going to have 6 players playing. That's it. LSU only going to have 5 players playing. That's it.
Yeah, nobody else. So basically, both of them got hit hard. Okay. Even though South Carolina won the SEC title, it came with a was it worth it?
Yeah, it was just ugly. Now
hold on. Bill put up a question. What state was this game played in? Believe it or not, if I remember correctly, this was in Georgia, or was this in Alabama?
I think it was in Nashville.
Oh, yeah, it might have been in Tennessee.
Because hold on, let me check just to be sure.
It's always a neutral site. But safe to say, South Carolina LSU might have basically born a rivalry from a baptism by fire.
Oh God.
Okay, but yeah, safe to say those two are not done with each other by a mile.
No, Senator, these two teams, they will meet again.
Oh, definitely.
You get the feeling they will meet again.
Safe to say.
By the way, Jacob, the game was in Greenville, South Carolina.
Okay, it was in South Carolina, Greenville. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But safe to say, once this whole thing is done and dusted, if they face off against each other again in the regular season, safe to say they are not going to hold back on each other.
Sometimes they're going to meet. They're going to meet in the tournament.
If they do, God help us.
Now, also, I have an upset. In the women's in the West Coast Conference Tournament Championship game, and this on the women's side. Portland beat the number 14 team in the country, Gonzaga, 67 to 66.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
shit.
1 point. Ow.
Bulldogs. And the Lady Bulldogs taking the West Coast Conference Championship and possibly punching their ticket to March Madness.
Hold on, Jacob. It's Portland that won the game.
Portland.
Yeah. The Pilots, the Lady Pilots.
Yeah, the Pilots. So safe to say, Portland, congratulations on winning the West Coast Conference, and congratulations on punching your ticket to March Madness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and also tonight we got Iowa State and the number 5 team in the country, Texas. They're playing for the Big 12 championship.
And also tonight for the Mountain West championship. The Colorado State will be playing against the 21st ranked UNLV.
Yeah, that's the Mountain West semifinal.
Hey, RT Carter said, how is NIU doing?
Let's see. I gotta check on the MAC tournament. Hold on.
Yeah, here we go. The MAC. Here we go. Let me see. About that.
You're not gonna like the result.
Yeah. Let me see. When did it get out?
If it's the first
Sunday.
Don't be surprised.
Went on Sunday. Let me check Saturday. I gotta go. I gotta keep going back. We're gonna be here a while.
Sorry about that, guys.
Ooh, it's bad. Oh, this is not good. Anything on Friday?
I'm about to go a little bit further than that, but let's just say that it wasn't a
It wasn't pretty.
it wasn't pretty.
It was not good.
Mind if I put up one more thing on basketball before we move on?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone brought this up, but the Los Angeles Lakers have a new drink sponsorship.
Really?
With Prime.
Is this sorry? Next.
With Prime.
Oh, next. Nasty ass drinks. Anyway.
You're the official sponsor of WWE too, you bastard.
I don't care.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Anyways.
Moving on.
But yeah.
Is it that time?
Well, before we continue, safe to say, college basketball is just about to wrap up their tournaments, which means March Madness is about to begin. So basically, boys, get your bracket sheets ready. So get ready to have some fun and make sure you have your pin cushions on the side.
Yeah, because it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, but now
hold on, Jacob. I think I found it. Northern Illinois. They're playing. Yeah, they're playing on Thursday against Akron.
Oh, okay, nice.
All right, they're playing Thursday against Akron in the MAC tournament.
Oh, nice! Congratulations.
All
right.
I want to say something else.
This is the one that I think. Oh God.
Well, this was about boxing, okay? As WFC, former UFC champion Mark Coleman ran into a burning house and saved both his parents, and then went back for his dog before he passed out in the fire. He is
what
in
a good man.
critical condition.
Oh God.
Oh my God. He's a hero.
Yeah.
Careful, ladies and gentlemen. He's a hero. Dude. Salute, man. That dude's a hero, man. I hope he pulls through.
Yeah, so do I.
But yeah, thoughts and prayers go to him, man. I hope he pulls through because, man, that dude's got balls of steel to go.
He collapsed and he was airlifted to the hospital. He is at rough shape.
Oof. Hope he gets through it. Yeah. But anyways, now we're gonna get to the fun stuff because, ladies and gentlemen, well, we are now entering the meat and the potatoes, and ladies and gentlemen, we have now entered the 2024 NFL free agency. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a big bombshell to drop because, ladies and gentlemen, King Henry has a new home, and Jamal is right now grinning ear to ear because King Henry is now a Baltimore Raven.
Floor is yours, Jamal.
I think he's muted, but
I think that obviously, first of all, over $1.9 billion has been spent so far here in the NFL free agency frenzy.
And it's day one of the free agency, not with the fact that King Henry is now no longer a Titan. He's going to Baltimore to play to basically locking down the running core of the Ravens. But also the fact that Jameis Winston is going to Cleveland to play with the Browns. God help him.
Yeah,
he's going to need it. But also the Falcons is now adding Kirk friendly member Cousins to help with their.
The Falcons won the Hot Kirk Summer Sweepstakes.
No one cares, honestly.
Okay, this is what we want to see. Jamal, I know you got to be smiling ear to ear knowing that you got King Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, since we're having this breakdown of the NFL free agency, before I get to the glazing that I'm going to be doing to King Henry, I would like for other things to be mentioned. So, Geno Stone is no longer a Raven, which that's not good, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
He is now a part of the Bengals roster, which
Yep.
that's totally not horrifying. What else is not horrifying? Patrick Queen is now a Steeler, which
Yep.
means we also see him 2 more times during the year. That's
Speaking
fun.
of Steelers,
Hold
Steelers
on.
country.
Hold up.
Hold on, who's your man? Let him finish.
Let them all go first.
Let him talk.
Steelers acquired Patrick Queen and Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Which means the Steelers are now riding on the steel mill.
Riding or wielding? That's what I'm seeing from Twitter.
Forging. The word is forging. Yeah.
Anywho,
I've always
Yeah.
he's
for one, it's
Oh.
Steelers country was.
Anyway, moving on.
$1.29 million or something around that mark to play with the Steelers.
Yep.
I think this is a good move for Pittsburgh, no matter how many people want to slag Russell Wilson, because Kenny Pickett is not the solution.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think Kenny Pickett is better than Russell Wilson, I have news for you. You have a concussion.
You need help. Help. Go get some help.
Also, the Colts are busy re-signing a lot of people, which is why they've been quiet. But guess who they didn't resign?
Yeah.
Gardner Minshew, who is now apparently a what's it called? A Raider?
Yeah, he's going to Vegas.
Cowboys haven't done anything, so we're just gonna go ahead and put them to the side.
Cowboys
They're not that important.
They signed Kenny Moore. They signed
Oh, now they've now just signed people, but we're gonna put that to the side for a minute.
Go ahead.
Let me begin with the glazing that is of Derrick Henry finally being a Raven, because I've been wanting that for years. I at one point called that and people thought I was crazy. Guess what? The nightmare has occurred. And yes, we've lost defensive players, and that's going to suck. But we have Derrick Henry on the squad, and I feel kind of good about it. Sure, it had to come at the cost of Gus Edwards going to the Chargers, but it is what it is. It feels good to have
offensive players.
It's good to have Derrick Henry as a Raven because I have to get that uniform now. I have no choice. Outside of that, let me see what else happened. Oh, Sam Darnold is now a Viking.
Yep.
Which means Justin Jefferson's time in Minnesota is beginning to tick away because he turned down a $30 million contract.
Aaron
Not
Jones
good news.
signed with the Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Sorry.
I was gonna keep going.
Go ahead.
Like the Hoosier said, Aaron Jones is a member of the Vikings, and that's a painful loss for the Packers if they didn't get Xavier McKinney and Josh Jacobs. I'm sorry, but if you are not taking the Packers seriously, I have some bad news for you. You might not have a choice. They are back, and they're going to find their way to a Super Bowl if people keep sleeping on them. Speaking of people,
Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, but they're gonna win a Super Bowl unless people get their shit together. So I can't say no. Anyway, let's get to the really, really big meat and potatoes of this whole thing.
Yep.
Can we talk about how Justin Fields may not be as good as people have thought he was?
Oh.
Yeah.
Because if the Vikings went with Kirk Cousins over him, something's wrong. And by something is wrong, I think people realize Justin Fields, while he's improved in some ways, is not the guy that people think he is. And I think the Chicago Bears are beginning to realize that, which is why their head coach was looking at Bo Nix, which is why they still have that number 1 draft pick, which is not a good sign for Justin Fields because I don't think he's as good as people say he is. And it's tough.
Well, here's the thing. The Bears have signed 4 Chargers tight end Gerald Everett.
Yeah, probably because they're going to sign Caleb Williams or Bo Nix because they don't trust Justin Fields.
I just got a funny
Straight
feeling
up.
there might be Bo Nix that the Bears may get because I don't know about Caleb Williams.
Well,
And then
you could
There's
say
also
you
one other
don't know
thing I
all
do
you
want to point
want.
out.
They still have that number 1 draft pick.
Mhm.
They
And
still
then
have
There's
it.
also one other thing I do want to point out. Mind if I take the reins for a second?
Go ahead.
So,
So, Saquon is an Eagle.
Yep, he's going to
I
Philly.
heard about this. I heard about this, and I gave my reaction.
let's give
Jamal,
Brandon the
I wanna go
floor.
Jamal.
Let's give Brandon
I
the
wonder if
floor.
Jamal with this.
Let him have it. Let him
And
go.
Jamal was there. Jamal saw what I said, and I'm just reiterating it. It's like this is all in the Giants right now. It's like they had the chance to pull the trigger, but they couldn't do it.
Brandon, they're gonna pull more triggers because they're gonna release Daniel Jones post June 1st cut.
Well,
Thank God they do.
We're
Yeah, but
here
there's
in
a bad
March.
problem
Wait a
with
minute.
that.
Hold
They
on.
got
Wait a
Drew
minute. We're
Lock.
here. Hold on. Wait. We're here in March, and Brandon is always saying the season's over.
Hold on.
Am I wrong?
Let's be honest here for about a minute. The worst thing the Giants did was not give Saquon that money. They gave Daniel Jones. Because, yes, you could say the Ravens overplayed for Joe Flacco. But here's my problem with that. Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl before he got overpaid.
And
What has Daniel Jones done? Nothing. He has one playoff win. Guess who also has one playoff win? Kyler Murray. Wait, does he even have one?
Time out. Hold on. Excuse me.
Does he even have one?
No.
Somebody is talking to us from outside because I'm hearing birds tweeting.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Twitter.
because I'm outside.
Oh, that answers my question. Okay.
Anyway.
And then there's a lot of things going on, and like Brandon, they Giants picked up someone, Isaiah
Yeah, they picked up.
McKenzie.
No,
Yeah, yes, they did. They did. They literally
Isaiah
did. I just saw a tweet.
the wide receiver.
Yes, from the
Eh?
Bills and Colts.
Don't really mean anything if you don't have a competent quarterback.
Speaking of incompetent, they got Drew Lock.
Honestly, I would say he's the worst thing, but he's better than Daniel Jones right now.
Speaking
Fair
of Daniel
enough.
Jones, I've been hearing through the rumor mill that they're planning on telling Daniel Jones to beat it.
Apparently, that's what they're trying to do, but good luck, because I'd imagine that cap hit is going to be uncomfortable to talk about.
Yeah.
I
Denver
feel
could be the
like they
first one to tell you that.
Speaking
here's
of
the thing.
Denver, oh boy, let's talk about Denver. How the fuck do you get finessed that hard for a trade with Russell Wilson? The Seahawks are constantly living rent-free because they got away with finessing you on Russell Wilson. Congratulations, Denver. You are fucking morons. Brain dead idiots. And now Sean Payton had to run Russell Wilson out of Denver, which is going to cost y'all $85 million, while the Steelers can just charge this dude $1 million just to play football for 1 year. Congratulations. You played yourselves. You wasted people's time. You said, let's ride. And then you were like, oh shit, we might make the playoffs. Oh shit, we're not. Oh shit, we could have had a QB of the future. Oh shit, we fucked ourselves. Congratulations, Denver. You are the biggest dummy of the season.
Wait, there's one more.
And
You forgot
off of a cliff.
You forgot one more, Jamal. You forgot. Oh shit, we got choked the fuck out by the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, but they also won multiple games after that, in spite of that. So I can't really say too much. Speaking of other teams that are violently gagging their hopes and dreams, let's talk about how the Dolphins was shitting out defensive players, and the Bills are shitting out defensive players left and right. Do y'all not realize what division y'all are in? Do y'all not realize the Patriots might try to sneak their way into doing something, and the more defensive pieces you let loose, the chances of that coming highly are going to be there? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? What are y'all doing?
The only
The
thing that
risk.
the page is still a hot mess. So
Yeah, but as most people would understand, you never underestimate the dark side.
Yeah, hold
that's
on, wait a
fair.
minute.
Someone will
Wait,
find a way.
I was gonna say, hold on, wait a minute. But then Page might have to start looking for another QB. They traded Mac Jones to Jacksonville.
Yeah, because he's gonna back up Trevor Lawrence. Because that's all
Mhm.
Mac Jones is. He's a backup now. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it sucks to suck, but
Mhm.
It
it is what it
does.
is.
Yeah. And oh, wait a minute. Let me make sure I got this straight
Also,
because I just
Baltimore, I'm gonna need you to do me a massive favor since I'm gonna have this tangent. Go ahead and re-sign Joe Flacco.
hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I
Cleveland is
just saw
not
this.
gonna. Well,
The Steelers are sending Deontay Johnson to the Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
oh fuck! Oh
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 no!
God!
my god.
Oh
Oh my
no!
god.
Oh God!
Well, Deontay Johnson, I can't say I feel bad because you wasted Steelers
Me neither.
fans' time. So
Mhm.
go ahead and go to the gulag.
Oh god!
Yeah.
And
So
please
The
save Bryce
Carolina
Young.
Gulag
Okay,
Panthers.
okay. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but this was up recently. A former employee of the Jaguars was sentenced to over 6 years in prison for
What?
embezzling 22 mil.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Good, good. He stole money.
Mm.
That's what you get.
He was embezzling money from the Jaguars. Something had to
The
happen.
guy's name
He
was
got
Amit Patel.
he got caught embezzling money.
Yeah,
If you're
embezzlement.
gonna steal
Yeah.
if you're gonna steal money, don't get caught.
Now,
Mhm.
the five teams that have been quiet so far in the free agency market have been the Cowboys, the Seattle Seahawks, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Carter, my
Well,
Colts,
to be fair,
Jacobs,
Cody, we've been
Saints.
busy. Hold on, Cody,
Yeah.
because Baker Mayfield's we signed to a 3-year deal.
Mike Evans is staying.
Tyron
So
Matthews staying with New Orleans, same as Cam Jordan. He's saying he's going to retire as a New Orleans Saint.
mhm.
Yeah, too
Now,
bad for the Saints that they don't have a QB right now.
now, Cody, if I'm you, I better be concerned with the teams in my division because Joe
Houston is,
Mixon is going out to Houston.
and Houston's been bolstering everything. Their offensive capability, their defensive capability. They're looking to make the Colts and every other team in that division their bitch by pretty
They're looking
violent
pretty
fashion.
strong.
As if the Colts are already used to being Houston's bitch already.
Yeah, well, they already are. So
As last season,
now I
as last,
do want to talk about Daniel Jones for a minute, right? Because I am on Sport Track right here for his contract. He's carrying a cap hit of $105 million and a dead cap value of $69,315,000. What?
Ow.
So was it worth it? Was it
I
worth it?
certainly don't think so. So you actually put up the wrong person.
you
Was it worth it?
wrong horse. You literally hit the wrong horse.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. When
Yeah.
you throw in
That's
all the risk on a QB like Daniel Jones, who again only has one playoff win, granted it's against Kirk Cousins, which makes the Atlanta signing funny, but what has he proven? What has Daniel Jones really proven? Yeah, he can run
Absolutely
fast,
nothing.
but he's
That-
also bad.
Now,
And I've been saying this on the day that he was drafted. I expected a QB, but I did not want Daniel Jones, honestly. I'm just one of those people.
mm-hmm.
From the very outset that the Giants picked him, I knew he was terrible. And considering who he was trained by, that makes a lot of sense on why he's bad.
People have their thing about overpaying quarterbacks, and I understand that. I also have this mindset that these players are going to get whatever bag they're going to get because at the end of the day, these players also realize they're kind of disposable. Just ask Aaron Jones. If you ask Tom Grossi, he would have kept Aaron Jones with every power of his well-being. Grossi would have bent over halfway of Earth to keep Aaron Jones and Josh Jacobs. But it is what it is. You can't really change circumstance. Aaron Jones is now a Viking, which means pain for the Green Bay Packers, but at the same time, why are you worried? They have no QB. Their best QB right now is a dude who sees ghosts. Is that really a threat to you?
Well, I just want to point out, I hope Sam Donald has the number to Ghostbusters on standby.
I hope he has the chiropractor on standby because he's finna get his back blown out.
Oof.
I was thinking somewhere lower, but we'll just leave it alone.
Okay.
Now, I do have some news to report outside the free agency pool. Looks like as if we're going to have a little bit of choice words between Sauce Gardner and McCole Hartman.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Let's go on ahead. Put the thing back on me real quick.
No.
Oh, no.
So I see the Jets are still bitter about McCole Hartman leaving them and going and winning a Super Bowl. Well, here's the thing. One, Patrick Mahomes is better than any QB you probably ever will have. So there's one. Two, no one told your team to be a fucking shit show. No one. And now your boy Aaron Rodgers might retire and run to be RFK Jr.'s VP, which
try not to go political, Jamal.
It's kind of hard when everything.
I know.
It's kind of hard when everything is controlled by politics.
Yes,
and we get to be controlled by these dumb ass old fucking people who have no idea what the fuck they're doing.
Buddy, stay on track.
Anywho, the Jets, a mess, a disaster. And Sauce Gardner wants to be mad at McCole Hartman for seeing the disaster and walking away. Tough shit. Win a Super Bowl, bitch.
Basically.
Otherwise, recognize that you're disposable. No matter how good you are, you can be replaced. Or people will just throw you aside. Again, Aaron Jones. It is what it is. Hartman won a ring with Patrick Mahomes. He was the game-winning TD. Tough titty.
Let me read what he said, and this was on Ryan Clark's podcast, The Pivot. If you really know what it takes to win, you're going to make sure you let the team know. The reason he couldn't do that is because he never earned his stripes. He came to the facility and thought he had it made for him. If you know what it takes to win, you're not going to go to practice and drop hella punts and then have excuses as to why you're dropping them. You're not going to go into a special teams meeting and get cussed out by the special teams coordinator. That's just certain things that are not going to happen if you truly know what it takes to win.
Oh, God.
So I don't know whether or not they're going to be meeting coming up in the upcoming season, but if they do, ooh boy, it's going to get ugly.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. You don't know what it takes to win. Didn't he just win a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner, are you stupid? Yeah, he probably did get cussed out, but guess what? He won a fucking ring. The Chiefs have won 3 Super Bowl rings in the past 6 years.
I think
at this point,
it's like when he showed up to the Jets, it's like for the way Sauce Gardner say it, it's like when McCall Hartman joined up with the Jets, in a way he say it, it's like he hasn't earned it as a Jet.
Yeah, but guess what? He left you and went to a team that wins it and won it. He's a direct reason They won the game. So guess what? Sauce Gardner now looks like a fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up, get your team together, and win. That's how you prove people wrong.
By the way, Hardman is currently a free agent right now.
And he's probably happy that he left and got a ring. Because now he's more valuable. He can make more money. That's how the game is. You either finesse or get finessed.
Yep.
And there's a reason how come the NFL usually stands for not for long. So, hey, if you don't make it out of the NFL, there's always the UFL. Just saying.
But yeah.
But overall, though, man, so much money is being burned. I wouldn't necessarily go out saying the word burnt, but this free agency market is crazy.
I'll say.
And like I brought up earlier, Pat McAfee brought this up earlier on his show earlier today. Over $1.9 trillion has already been spent on free agency already, and today is Tuesday. So
yeah,
I mean,
it's
probably expect a bit more
as we march on through free agency and get closer and closer to the draft. So safe to say,
well, this was 40 minutes ago.
Thing as we ongoing thing. So safe to say, we are going to keep our fingers on.
What's up as we go?
Well, the Saints are signing Willie Gay.
Isn't he a kicker?
1 year deal worth max of $5 million.
Isn't he a kicker?
I think so.
I believe so. Hold on. No. He's a linebacker. He's a linebacker.
Oh, nice.
1 year?
Yeah, for a
$5
year.
million max.
And I think you guys brought up that the Eagles signed Devontae Parker.
Yes, they did. Adam Schefter has reported 3 hours ago. 1 year, $1.69 million, fully guaranteed.
Just want to point out. I just want to point out we're seeing a whole lot of 1 year prove it deals.
Chauncey
So
Gardner-Johnson's turned to the Eagles on a 3-year deal worth up to $33 million.
Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is if you have a 1 year contract, you have a case to prove. Just look at Jordan Love. He had 1 year to prove himself, and the fucker did it. And honestly, he would be in the NFC Championship game if it wasn't for the fact that certain people fucked up on his team.
That is true. But like I said, we're only in March. There's a whole lot of stuff going on this month, ladies and gentlemen, and you better find somewhere to buckle up your seatbelts and hang on tight because it's going to be a bumpy ride from here on out.
Yeah. We are going to be on the pulse all throughout the offseason of the NFL, all the way to the draft coming up soon. And when we get to the draft coming up, it's safe to say we got something special planned up in our cooking up in the back room for the draft. So stay tuned on the podcast for when we get close to draft night.
Absolutely. And before we close up shop, want to thank Jamal for joining us here in the bar tonight. Thank you for joining us. And first of all, to all those that are watching us and listening, we thank you so much for following us throughout this stream. And I've been saying it for the longest, and it's true. If you like what you see, by all means, first of all, please subscribe to our channel, like the video, and when you do subscribe to our channel, please hit the bell so that you will be notified whenever we stream. We'll be right back here in this bar next Tuesday at 6 o'clock Eastern.
Well, we just literally 1 day away from the big dance.
Oh, that's a matter of fact.
Well,
as a matter
technically, the big dance coming up next week, as Jacob mentioned.
Well, actually, wait. Selection Sunday is this Sunday, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know what?
So we get to see who gets to be qualified into the tournament.
How about this? Hey boys, how about this Sunday? How about we do a special edition of the podcast and talk about the react to Selection Sunday.
Hey, why not?
Fuck it, I'm down. Let's do it.
Y'all for it?
Why not?
Sure,
I'm down for it. Let's do it.
Alrighty then. That's right. Hey boys,
The consensus is yes.
on the podcast, we're doing happy hour Selection Sunday.
Happy hour.
But don't worry, we're not gonna have the actual thing on there because, like we said, we're not gonna get copyright strike by CDS. We're actually gonna react to. We're actually going to react to the 68 teams that are going to be selected to dance in March Madness.
Yes, sir.
For season.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Here on Sunday for Selection Sunday.
Well, might as well go ahead. Once you catch your breath, Jacob, take us home.
I already got it. I already got my breath taken in. But anyways, so, guys, this has been one crazy-ass night to say the least. The NFL just started free agency and already dropping more bombs than you can say that happened in the Vietnam War.
Right. You go selling shit for the background music.
Than the Vietnam War. The NBA and the NHL has been rocking and rolling on their path to the playoffs. And honestly, it is something that we love to see because honestly, it shows that every team in both the NBA on the hardwood and on the ice is still hungry, and I mean hungry, to get into the dance, and we love that, honestly. And best of all, college basketball season is just about finishing up, which means we are now getting ready to go for the dance of all dances, the dance to Phoenix, which means 68 teams will be entering, but only one will hoist the national championship in Phoenix. And like we said, we're doing a special happy hour edition on Sunday to react to the 68 teams who will be getting the invitation to dance in March Madness. So safe to say, make sure you got your brackets all cleared out and ready to go, because once Selection Sunday is done, you better start picking. Okay, but that'll be on this Sunday. But after that, you will catch us here every Tuesday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific, here on our YouTube channel. If you like what you see, like Carter says, please hit that subscribe button here on our YouTube channel. And if you want to help us get some more viewers here, please share this video across all social media platforms, whether it be Facebook or Twitter. We will stay on that hill with Twitter. And if you do like what you see and want to keep it going, please do us all a favor and like this video. And if you are subscribed to the VWU Sports Podcast and if you want to be notified for when we go live, please do us all a favor and hit the bell when you can be notified when we go back live. Like we said, we're going to be live again this Sunday for the Selection Sunday of the NCAA tournaments for both the men and the women. So be ready for when we go live. Because trust me, you do not want to miss who's going to be going to March Madness. Because the madness is ready to go. We'll have the Slim Jims ready for you boys, and we'll have the drinks as well, because it's going to be one hell of a night. But until then, we got to rest up for it. So we got to close out the bar. For myself, for Cody, Jose, Brandon, and Carter, we thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you guys this Sunday afternoon for Selection Sunday. Until then, y'all have yourselves a good night, everybody.